DE Astra. Some of you might remember the playtesting videos of this map I made a couple of months ago, and you might wonder, why is this map still in a basic greybox stage? Is it procrastination, depression, or loss of motivation to blame here? All of those are good guesses and have indeed played a part in this map's journey, but things are never that simple, are they? Let me explain. DE Astra started as an entry for the 2022 Source Engine Greybox contest, where the goal was to make a fully playable 5v5 map out of scratch. It took some time, but I managed to get the map playtested and ready for the competition. You can find all the playtesting videos and previews on my channel.
I killed Gion blind and I'm the best player here.
Let's go.
Anyway, how did Astra perform in the competition, you may wonder? Well, let's first take a look at the other map entries. Right off the bat, I've got to mention DE Spire by T-Rexer, which, in my opinion, perfectly captured the spirit of this competition and is well deserving of the first place. I felt that many other maps, DE Astra included, followed the safe 4-clover layout design, which truly is easy to balance, but can result in a boring and samey feeling map. I won't get too deep on 4 clovers in this video though. All I'm saying is that it's no surprise that Spire stood out from all other competition entries. So, to the results. Astra got the shared 45th spot out of 57 with Nordic's Clockwork map, which in my opinion is way more imaginative map than Astra. 45th spot is a bad score, but as I said, the 4-cloverness of the map played a lot to the end result. I am a little disappointed at myself for coming up with an alternate version for the A main after the deadline, which playtesting proved made the A site more unique and I felt would have made a difference in the judging. I'm not defending myself here though. I'm criticizing myself for procrastinating at the wrong time. Well, you learn from these things. This is more important later, but I felt that I could do better with when it comes to layout making, and this gave me some extra motivation to further work on the map. After the final, quote-unquote, final update to the layout, and gathering the feedback from the playtest and from the judging, I felt that I could start detailing on the level.
Here I am Nordic Hortico. After the first playtest, I can confirm the map feels too big. It's gonna be hard to squeeze any of it down, but to be honest, I personally wouldn't mind if mids are straight connected onto B instead of having elbow at all. And
Now, through the map's history, I didn't really have a specific location in mind. And as you will soon learn, this was by far the biggest problem that I had with DE Astra. The first playtesting versions had a T-spawn reminiscent of riverbanks on the river Ganges in India, and that was the setting for Astra for some time. What got me to change the setting was a map called Dharma by Gino, a map maker from India that was making a super cool and unique map with the same theme. His map was almost fully detailed, so I guess you could say that I was in the danger of copying him. From this, I decided to change my theme to something else. I later added Gino on Steam and we had a nice conversation about map making, and he later joined MapINK, where we playtested his map. Links to the videos in the description. So, back to topic. There are a couple of things I knew I wanted, for example, warm sandy textures as seen in Dust 2 and Mirage, and the setting to be some sort of an eastern deserted village, town, or something, mixed with a lush foliage and water in some form. I looked at towns from India and Indonesia and just started my detailing work based on a couple of the reference pictures. Now at this time I was really bored with Astra and didn't really have motivation to do much of background work for the setting and references. This is a big mistake. It took me 6 weeks to almost finish the first art pass of Astra, and you could say that the visual style is definitely interesting, but this type of a place doesn't really exist anywhere, and can feel too much of a quote-unquote killbox of sorts rather than a real place. I stopped my development on Astra for a while and went on a summer holiday. I spent a few weeks doing anything but map making.
Hello. All right.
This time was really healthy for me, and I felt that by distancing myself from mapmaking, it really got me thinking in a new way about the whole project. I watched the playtest videos multiple times to really make out the worst parts of the map, and I felt that I could do so much better and more with this layout. I know that there is a lot of work to do with the base layout of the map. What also reinvigorated my motivation with Astra was a post by Martin in the #inspiration channel on MapINK. The post was a picture from Tripoli, Libya. And as soon as I saw the pictures, I knew what I needed to do. The final setting of DE Astra was finally revealed to me in a random post by a community member. Thank you, Martin. So, here we are at the current day. I'm still finishing up a greybox version for the playtesting, but I've already made a lot of changes to the level geometry. For example, the map is much smaller, and the time lost by just running around is now lowered. I readjusted the cover on both bomb sites, but these are subjects to change. I'm at a stage where it's easy to do radical changes and to test new ideas. One thing I've found through hundreds of hours of playtesting is that map's identity is really hard to destroy. We tend to create personalities for video game levels through colors, buildings, and sometimes it can be even smaller details than that, like the warm red sand on DE Sapper by Wasicha, a map that started its development as a hostage map, yet the map retained its identity through a complete game mode change. Having the theme fresh in my mind helped me to reimagine many building structures, and now I feel they can help me with callouts in game. You can see that I detailed one of the buildings already, but this is just to set the feel for the map, and it's to remind me of the techniques on working with props and displacements. I feel that I'm in a good place with the Astra right now. I can have fun with mapmaking, playtest it, get feedback, and really hone the map so that I feel confident and happy to put who knows how many hours to detailing DE Astra for real. And to be honest, this is exactly what DE Astra deserves. Thank you for watching.